Welcome. I'm back at it. I am back at it again. All right, let's see where we left off. We were working on the sphere. So we had the sphere coming up. We kind of had the player turn happening. I'm going to create the elements for the ATP gauge. So let's do that real quick. I didn't like the float duration. Update ATB. Want to modify that. So we go from ellipse time. Instead of us doing it like that, we're going to do it like this. If ellipse time is greater than sphere duration. If we are greater than, let's just avoid the I got a method in here that I want to bring back over. ATB full. Probably going to make that a property. Just do equals that. Boom. Oops. That exactly. Get that here. Stat. Method must have a oh. Much cleaner. We're going to push that up into the interface. Cool. And then we're going to fix this. Oh. So when I was updating, so you got the player's ATB can get full, but I don't want to switch the state of the battle manager. Interesting. I need to check that out. So if we go back to the battle manager, doing a little hackiness. Well, so here the player and the monsters can be kind of waiting for their ATB to fill up. But if mine's full and then I don't press the initiate button or start it, oops, sorry. I want to stay letting everyone else accumulate ATB, but as soon as they get in, they're going to execute their actions and it's going to stop. You know what? We'll just make it to where ATB will only update when it's in the ATB waiting. So if anybody's taking an action, everybody's not getting ATB. And then the player will what was that saying before? Right now, I'm basically forcing the player's turn whenever I hit that. I'm going to make a scriptable object for the battle manager that I can reference, so I'm not directly coupled. God, I hate those bots. I wish I could make them shut up. It's weird, I didn't see any messages. Interesting. Hold on, I'm checking something out here. All right, so the player will always be populated. Now I want the base actor to update ATB like I would expect. ATB is updating here and it's increasing the duration by X number of time. And we have the AT stat that increases how fast you gain it. But I kind of want to switch that to a different stat. Agility or dexterity or something like that. Speed, no. Let me think here. Regardless, right now, Date ATB. Oops. Equals 2 seconds to fill the ATB stat to 100. Actually, right now I got this shit all wonky. No, okay, it's 100. So AT just see what we can get out of that. Right now it's doing ATB divided by duration, which I think rate per second slash. Calculate the base rate to fill the ATB. Duration 2 seconds. Just a base rate on AT stat. Let's see if that is any better. Then I also want to create a UI class that the current player's ATB progress bar. But decoupled. I think I'll do pop sub. So whenever ATB is updated, it will. It's a lot of events firing off. And it just feels weird, but right now the only singleton I'm using is the battle manager. But I'm considering going from the singleton pattern to SOAP or scriptable object architecture, basically, to where I would Malvers already has we'll do it for now. We'll see how this works out. So I'm going to create a new player. ATB UI. Where that put that? Oh, I hate when it does that. Script combat. Okay, cool. Probably move this somewhere else, but for now, I'll leave it there. Like singletons. Well, I mean, not like them, but again, it's something that's going to be shared by everybody. There's only ever going to be one instance of it. You know, it's not so bad. We're going to go into our game folder. We're going to create a SO folder. I might rename that to something else, but yeah. So there's our scriptable object. Drag the player. Every time I try to mess with these damn scriptable objects, they get annoying. Oh no, I know what to do. On the UI, let's go ahead and create our empty. I gotta name that something better. I guess I need to make a prefab out of my stuff. Create folder. Characters. Take this guy. Original prefab. Now we got our reference. You must have a graphic target in order to use a color transition. Been a while since I've done these. For this crap. Makes sense though. That slider right there. Oh yeah, just duplicate that guy. Already set up. Beautiful. Beautiful. UI. So listen to M events and response. Float lerp. Wait. Response. Updates the health bar UI. Find all references and scene. I need to understand how they do that. Hey, Linux, how's it going? I want to leverage what they got already, but we'll see. How's it over? How's everything going with you today? My ATB stat. I'll probably come back and figure out how they're using the events. I'm just going to do it quick and dirty so I can see it for now. I'll be back for you. All right. Listen to M events and response when the events are invoked. Float compare. Yeah, let's just disable all that for now. Oh, you know, trying to replicate Parasite use one's battle system for fun. You know, it's what, you know. I have weird hobbies. So, what kind of C# are you working on? It's not, I guess. Well, again, it's like, yeah, it's pretty much my second attempt at doing it. I had this kind of farther along almost a year ago, and I picked up the project, and I was in the middle of character controller switching, and it was just all hosed. So I decided to kind of start from scratch. So this weekend, I started. Got a pretty good chunk of stuff done. Like right now, I'm just debugging the battle system or the battle manager and getting the stuff to work out. So I'm going to go ahead and attach to Unity. I'm trying to, instead of rolling my own character controller, I'm going to use Malber's animal controller, which is really good, you know, biped and quadruped stuff. Do I have that? This is probably going to air out. Detach, attached. That's how you get better, man. Just fucking around with stuff. I've got more throwaway projects than I've ever shipped anything. So that does work. Sphere duration too. Okay. Got some references. It doesn't like that. Yeah, good luck on your end too. All right, I'm just gonna do it the hacky way. I'll come back and polish it up. You're gonna be. I just want to see it working. Wait, crap. P. Calm down, Unity. I started back when I was 11 years old. Professionally since 2011. I've worked for several different big corporations and stuff. Right now, I work for one of the top 15 Fortune 500 companies. I do a lot of pharmacy factory automation, and I use a lot of C# at work. So a lot of PLC programming and high-speed automations. I kind of coordinate with the hardware and the software at work, but my passion is game development, so I do that in my free time. And then I've done a lot of stuff in the open source community around like Ultima Online. Recently, I've been doing a ton of work using AI to like take all the artwork from Ultima Online and 1997 MMO and generate 3D models out of it, or I've added like speech recognition. I've been doing a lot of work with AI and local models that I run on my GPU and stuff like that. So I dabble in a lot of stuff. It is my love. I've loved programming since I was a kid. I got to disable all this stuff. Where are you at? What about you? How long you been programming? Hey, if you ever have questions, man, feel free to shoot them across me. I don't mind. You know how to debug and all that? Okay, so the bar is filling up on the upper left. Check. Yeah. So once it goes full, I don't know if you know the game Parasite Eve 1, but I'm trying to replicate that battle system right now. What do I want to happen? Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. I'm still getting my stream set up. I used to stream pretty regularly, like a lot. I mean, a ton, about a year ago. And then I took a break. I've been out on the East Coast for work and stuff, and now I'm back home. So I'm getting back into streaming. I've missed it. I just building in public. So until I hit N, I want that to be Battle Manager. Pause the movement, modify the stat. Enable sphere. Here's a kind of glimpse of the combat system I'm going for. It's turn-based, but real-time. Like, so you get a little bit of little real-time, but you also get some strategic things. You can kind of stop and think when you're taking your actions. So when they're in action selection, no one else is going to be updating their ATB. Their turns will be paused. And their bar's full. Update action selection. So I'm going to act, sphere, coroutine, back. I'm going to change states here. I'm going to do it. Just kind of hacking in some stuff to kind of simulate the actual actual UI because I don't have the UI elements built up yet. So I'm kind of tricking it to like I am working the UI. Then I'm going to start working on the UI here shortly. So everybody's going to stay stuck until zoom actor movement. One reference. Pause, resume. Whenever the enemy's turn comes up, I think I'm going to change it from execute actions, but we'll see. For now, they are no responsibility from them. They take their turn. It goes right back into waiting. Wonder why my webcam's flashing yellow. It's orange, green, blue. What does that mean? Insta link. Does my webcam look fine to you? 360 flashing yellow. Okay. And then I'm going to ignore it. I don't know why it does that. Is my audio good? My last two streams, it was, I think I've got it dialed in now. There's a learning curve coming back to streaming, that's for sure. Making sure everything's right and everything's updated. All right. ATB is filling. It is full. Activating. Should not be able to walk. ATB waiting. Back to ATB waiting. Hold on. Yeah, I had a pretty before I quit before, I was doing pretty good. Like I was pulling in ad revenue and had a community behind me and all that, but I don't know, I just kind of went too hard and work got real busy, so I kind of took a break. But I am back. I missed it. Like it's fun. Got to know a lot of cool people. Did not save. Player action selection. State change that. Player actions. TV waiting. So you know how to debug in Visual Studio? Like use breakpoints and step the code and step into functions, check the local variables, all that good stuff. Immensely handy stuff to know, especially if you're newer. See, we're rolling. Action selection. State enter. How do I get back there? Oh, I bet you. This is happening before, and I roll down into that. Yeah, I gotta take care of the old PC. There we go. I can't move. The sphere came up. I can't move. Now, if I hit N, it will simulate me actually taking an action and should put me back in ATV waiting. There we go. Sweet. Oh, I know, man. Like, that fan behind me. I've got 3 cats and a dog. And, like, the fans in my bedroom get kind of gunked up after a long time, and it's just like, is it really that bad? Like, but then I was like, my fan at the office can sit there and run all the time, but it looks pretty clean. But then again, I don't have pets in the office, so that's probably the problem. So, okay, we're cool. All right, so now we have that. I always get paranoid dusting or cleaning the computer too. Like, I'm gonna mess it up. Mine's probably overdue. So while we're in action selection, we are good. So we had a dog, and then recently we bought a $60 cat, and I went heavy cat. Like, we went heavily into cats, man. Like, I turned into crazy cat dad fast. So we bought got our $60 cat, and then we got a $1,600 Russian blue cat, and then we bought a freaking Maine Coon, which is crazy expensive. So now we got Maine Coon, Russian blue, and then our $60 cat's supposed to be, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but we love them all the same. But yeah, I'm a huge cat fan now. Do I need to check this here? I don't think I do. What I will do is make it to where I can call this guy. So now, when I do this, the AT. So essentially, I have an invisible collider that I walk through to trigger like the start of combat right now. So you'll see the ATB bar go from blue to empty once I walk through it. Now combat started. My turn gauge is filling. Now you don't have to instantly. It's not going to instantly take the action. I can keep dodging, but then when I do, it'll bring up the sphere, my target sphere, and I'm stuck. I can't move. Everyone else will be stuck too. And then when I hit this again, boom, it's gone. Now I'm back to filling up the gauge. Yeah, I made a TikTok account for the Maine Coon because, those seem to blow up pretty easily. But I don't know. I don't know. It's too much work maintaining those. Awesome. I don't know why my stamina UI element's so low now. Like on my feet. I'm gonna add a little touch of Dark Souls to this Parasite Eve battle system. So like when you roll, you'll have a few invincibility frames maybe. It's not going to be a cowboy, but these are all just default assets right now. So cool. That needs to go up faster, actually, the sphere. So let's make that change. I need to introduce a couple enemies into the mix and make sure they're pausing and their attacks are being honored. So when an enemy attacks, their turn fills up. It doesn't stop the battle. They just get to do their attack. And I can dodge it. And then whenever I decide to attack, the attack sphere comes out to let me know what I can hit. And all that goodness. Let's take that down to 2.5. 2.5. Actually, sorry. That started. That was fast. Like that. I hate how the sphere is like hard to see. Well, it's not so bad. All right. ATB waiting at 47:38 and ready to act at 47:40. Perfect. Okay. Well, I guess I need to now work on. I'll put an enemy in. So when I take my turn, I can target them. And I can work on the menu system for like the skills. Out of combat, no gear will be displayed on the character. In combat, you'll as soon as combat's initialized, you'll put your main weapon in your hand. Then actually, I want a menu system that's quick and easily supported by. Yep, it is. Like it's a very mental gymnastics thing because you got to think about wow, all the chats just like popped up at once. You got to think about what all is happening. That doesn't seem right. I got some more tweaking to do to my my stream. I don't know why, like all the that was so delayed. Like all the messages you just sent were like just suddenly appeared. I probably just got to refresh something. Do. So this is going to be a screen space user interface right here, and I'll probably leverage the new UI tools from Unity, but my world space stuff will be UGUI and then the modern UI toolkit for these menus. Let's see if I can get it a rough empty UI here. I'm gonna do it live probably. Everything I do 99% everything live. Like I haven't really coded off screen for this at all yet. And here's kind of I use deep research a lot now. but I do a lot of my planning and stuff with deep research and analysis. So like here, I'm looking at how I can take my character controller and the Easy Grid Builder Pro 2 and mix them together. So eventually I can have level editing. You can build and drop stuff on here. So I'll create like a project plan from that. And then what I did was I also used AI to build out kind of the story aspects or all the kind of tasks for Codex, which is a video game project management website. But all these stories here I define or came from my deep research report, and then I bulk uploaded them so I kind of track to the work I'm doing. Google Gemini's deep research is really awesome. It created this whole document that kind of outlines what I was looking for is rapid UI development in Unity. So I was like, give me the best open source tools and give me or tell me about the best paid assets or built-in assets for UI work. And I've done plenty of UI work before. But again, I'm kind of coming back to Unity after about a year break too. So I'm kind of reacclimating with this project here. UI Toolkit Deep Dive. What was I thinking? Google dropped the new Nano Banana. Let's see if it can. Give me an image of UI image without the text. Let's see if it can basically take that screenshot, strip out all the stuff, and give me a bare bones one. Yeah, like for image stuff and art, I don't really care too much for it because you got to sit there and again, I use it mostly for research, planning, and oh, damn. Very nice. Very, very nice. Close. Where's the background? Image. I'm probably just going to make it in Photoshop. This is just me being lazy at this point. It did really, I mean, it kind of nailed what I wanted though. Like right there, that's kind of perfect. But like, ultimately, I'll just make this in Photoshop. Ah, man, I haven't done Unity UI work in so long. Thanks to my disposable income as a software engineer, I also have a ton of assets. So I don't really need to work from scratch. Let me see what all I got here. Kind of just, I own like over 800 something Unity assets. So I've always got something for something. Let's check this out. But I'm trying to keep the project clean, so I'm not going to be importing like a lot of assets. I'm going to pull the artwork to the side and bring it in. I think this one will be kind of close to what I'm looking for. And I'm not about reinventing the wheel, so if I can cut myself, if I can save time by using a polished, battle-tested asset, I'm gonna go that route 9 times out of 10. I'm not the glowing. I'm not too big on. It looks good though. Show me the settings screen. Oh, localization. Oh, it's got UI scaling. That's pretty sweet. That one's pretty good. This guy does good work when it comes to UIs. I might go with the dark one. What I would like is a controller UI that has controller support baked in already. This is a pretty good one though. All his are kind of the same. Windows 95 UI would be kind of cool. That's cool. You can kind of visualize where the buttons are going to go on with the controller. Now you want to add control support and you realize, oh God, the selection goes everywhere. Front, back, out of the scene. Fear not. Automate controller and keyboard support, occlusion detection. Not just buttons. Full source code. I'll let Deep Research do some searching for me real quick. It does pretty good about like going through all the assets and looking at them and reading people's reviews, and then also like finding people talking about it and like what their thoughts are and the adaptation or how popular each one is and which ones are being used. Start research. All right. I'll be back for you. So right now I have the player. I want to create the enemy and have them. They shouldn't attack at all until their ATB gauge is full. Let's start with like this guy here. I'm going to be assaulted by a guy in his boxers. Copy component. Paste component values. Okay, so now the NPC has the same stats that I do. I think I will. Like I'm trying to work towards shipping a game. I've got 2 other projects that I've kind of got further along, but like I don't know, like one's kind of an XCOM kind of thing, and I just don't know if my heart's in that kind of gameplay as much as it was, and that's one I spent a lot of time on. If you look at my live videos, you can see I've put a lot of time into this one project here. I'll probably finish it eventually, but I kind of want more of a real-time turn-based thing, and like I've really gotten into Elin lately, and like I just want to do kind of a sandbox game where I just create a ton of stuff that can happen and whatnot. This one here it's really far along, and I mean it's a good project. I got a lot done on it, but I feel like it's a little slow and almost too grid based. I don't know. I will eventually come back to this guy, but right now I'm just working on this Parasite E1 to kind of get back in the groove of things and to possibly have a smaller scope for my release. So get the battle system working, then start creating, you know, the actual other things outside of the battle system. We'll see. It is kind of a hobby project right now, but I've been really wanting to replicate the Parasite Eve battle system. So, and now I've got it pretty polished, or, you know, further along. So now this guy should stop whenever my turn comes up. He's gonna chase me. I'm gonna. Nope, he didn't. Wait. Yeah, stop it. Cheater. He should stop too whenever my turn is up, like, and I hit N, he should stop. Oh, I know why he's not. He is not part of the battle manager right now. And I want to make this where's systems? Holy shit, now you got a spear? Alright, my turn. Why didn't you stop? Leave me alone. Alright, let's put a breakpoint. Oh, active actors. Should have got put in. Oh, I forgot. That's right. I don't have on battle initialization. I wasn't adding the yeah, he's just like, I don't care about no turns. There's no turns in real world combat. Stab. Because basically you got your battle initialization, then ATB waitings where, you know, everyone's turn counter is filling up. And then once someone's turn is ready, if I do it, it stops everything and I can decide if I'm going to shoot, I'm going to use a skill, whatever. The AI should stop when I stop. When I'm taking my turn, they should just freeze right in place, but it didn't do it, so we'll see why. So I put a breakpoint right here to make sure, one, it's getting added to the battle system correctly. Oop. So player character. Yep. So I only saw the player character getting added there, and I want to know why. Enemy prefabs 1. Oh, because this spawn point thing. Actually, in Parasite Eve, when the combat starts, it will spawn in the enemies. So it's like, it's kind of random combat. My system is you're going to see the enemies. They're going to see you in the world, and they see you and initialize combat. Everything starts going. So I'm not actually going to you're not going to be walking around and suddenly you get attacked and then enemies spawn in around you and combat goes. It's going to be, you see the enemies, you can avoid them, and you can run away from them and kind of lose them. But that line right there was like, oh, no spawn points, do nothing. So now this should work. I actually didn't want to attach. My ATB gauge is not filling up very fast now. Shit. That's not good. So as you can see down there, he's constantly getting into his turn real fast. And it's pausing my gauge fill, which I don't like. So now I'm going up super slow. Yeah. I need to change his ATB gauge to be slower than mine. So for this testing. Control T, enemy. Player, base actor. Actually, I'm just going to get rid of that implementation and let the base actor method control it, and I'll up his AT in the, or decrease, or up it, yeah. I think up is slower. So he should be twice as slow as me on getting ATB. All right, I'm filling up fast. Yeah, there we go. So now he's stopped, and I'm in my turn. He is filling up because you can see down there the logs coming in. So he's filling up, going to execution, and then taking his turns in the background. But he is stuck because I control it. So now if I hit N and simulate like I took an action, gosh, can't catch me, brah. Awesome, awesome. Basically, if I'm in action selection, is he actually, he's stopped now. He's not taking his turn. ATB waiting, action execution. ATB waiting, action execution. I need to figure out why, because you can see his ATB stat right here is going up and down. Which I don't think should be possible. I don't know, I guess it would be. Oh, I know what's happening because the way I'm faking his turn is I do his action and then I wait for 3 seconds. So this is if his turn's active and I pause and then this 3 seconds hits, it'll put it back into ATB waiting. That's what it is. So now actually I'm going to make it to where he will only attack if his bar is full. Because right now he gets near me, he's going to hit. I think, where's that? ATB gauge. So I'm going to create a new chat window. So hashtag solution to kind of prompt against the whole thing. So I got Malber's code in here. I got my code because Malber's is my character controller asset. But for NPCs, AI, and Malber's, where is the logic to melee close enough? So basically, I'll find where the code is that Malber's is using, saying, hey, I'm close enough, attack. And then I'm going to make it say, I'm close enough, and do I have it? Is my turn up? Am I ready? Logic for MCs to perform melee attacks when close enough in Malber's is primarily handled in the M Weapon Manager class, especially in the do weapon attack animations and attack methods. Here's a breakdown of the relevant logic. So I'll put a breakpoint here. Breakpoint here. I think I definitely want to do it on the attack. Game calculation in case the aimer is disabled. Weapon start. Is weapon action. Do nothing with the action, storing, or drawing. Check the pre-attack conditions in the character, and if they are valid and false, skip the code. Check the pre-attack conditions in the weapon. If they are valid, false, skip the code. Set the branch and the combo on action start invoke. So I believe I should be able to get the M animal. All right, man. Get some rest. Have a good one. Appreciate you. I need to eat something. I'm getting hungry. Fuck. I can't reference my code here. Which is weird. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Do a quick little demo video. Yep. Why is it? Oh, weird. Shouldn't be going back into that. I need to change the key. Let's do that. Shouldn't be the same one for testing. We'll make it M to fake me actually taking an action. Man, I'm getting hungry. Oh, I didn't save. Oh, lordy. Hey, Lavaca, how's it going, man? I'm trying to use nostalgia. The Parasite Eve 1 combat system. So, like, when my turn's up, I go into, like, this pause state, and then I get out of it. Now my turn's up. And then I can, boom. All right, so now... Here. Let's pause. Basically, I'm simulating with one key, I'm initiating the action. No, this is a brand new project I started 2 days ago. And then M to simulate me taking an action. It's so mean to me. Trying to create the old Parasite Eve system here. I don't know if you played that back on PlayStation 1. This guy's like a pro, so he's just like flying around the enemies, but it gives you a kind of a turn-based and a real-time aspect to it. A little strategy. Yeah. Hard to see it, but whatever. Just trying to catch a frame where ahead, because I've got some of the UI elements created, but not all of them. No, just no art direction yet. Just, and again, I'm going to avoid any art direction or any dropping assets into the solution. I'm going to just stick with all this stuff here and be very picky and selective about when I start to actually go for an art direction. I do not want to junk up the solution with a bunch of assets like I do. Like I get bored and like, oh, put some assets and then play with the art. And now I'm going to get function, make it work, and then make it look pretty. Dump them all. That's right. But pretty good progress so far. So there's another game, Elin, that I was wanting to kind of... It's the targeting area of the sphere. So if you watch... You see kind of like the sphere come up there. So basically the sphere comes up, lets you know what you can hit. And then I've actually got that bullet UI kind of done. think I do. This. Yeah. So there's my version of it. Compared to this one. So I've got that little chunk of UI done. And then I don't know why I'm so tired. But this game here has been a big inspiration. Well, I don't know. I'm really digging like the freedom and the emergent gameplay of this guy. It's really like interesting kind of sandbox game, roguelike almost, but kind of take the logic of that and, or not the logic of it, but a world like that. And I was actually looking at how you mod Elin. And I actually decompiled Elin's code and then create a C# project out of it. So Elin was built in Unity. So it's kind of crazy. So where's it at? Elin. Yeah, so I've got all the code here. I can kind of look through and see how he did stuff and all that. Kind of cool to look through it because I was, again, it just from the modding tutorial, I was kind of like, let's see what we can do. So this is JetBrains.peak right here. And basically I can point it at a DLL. Well, this is just reverse engineering essentially. Because he didn't, his DLLs are there in the game files, right? And see if I can find it. So here's like the DLLs right here, and I can right click and open it up in JetBrains here, JetBrains.peak, and then it has a really handy feature that you can create a project from the DLL. So you can create a C# project and then open it up, and then I can kind of just navigate through his code and see how he's doing stuff. Try set act, JSON property ID ramp. There's about 2,000 CS files in here on his main DLL. But the game that guy's game, he's been working on a long time and whatnot, and he's just kind of cool to look at. Yeah. I don't know why I'm yawning. But yeah, and again, the guiding tutorial shows you how to use BepNX or whatever, and you patch. You can basically, I use this to find a function like in here, like say I want to mod a function. So like the action of kick, if I want to mod this can perform, I would patch that function when I'm in my mod, and then I would be able to override that function in real time. If you do not obfuscate, so you can obfuscate your DLLs and your builds. And when I do a decompile like this with an obfuscated code base, everything's going to be like, this is going to be like, instead of it being can press repeat, it's going to be like X, or it'll be a weird like 1, 2, 3 X. Like all the variable names will be weird, and the code's there, but it's obfuscated by just renaming variables and all this kind of crap. So you could still kind of reverse engineer. It's just more of a pain in the ass. But you'd be amazed how many people don't obfuscate or really do anything to kind of stop you from decompiling or using like iSpy and stuff. Like here, what else do I got? Here's classic UO. FNA 3D, unmanaged. Oh, that one's not going to work. Copy deck. But JetBrains.peak, there's a couple other programs you can use to look at or decompile code or projects and stuff. It's pretty neat stuff, but that's kind of how modding works. It all depends on the system the developer uses. But it's cool. I mean, there may not be everything in there, but for the most part it is. So act, E class. So act, wait, act, chat, act, pick, kick, melee, range, throw, item, intent, group ability, spell. But it's neat to see what other people have done. He's got really clean code. Like everything's kind of broke up in logical parts. None of the classes are too gigantic. But if you're ever curious, just get jetbrains.peak. You can start kind of decompiling, or Visual Studio can decompile stuff too, but you know, it's not as good as .peak. AI drink. He writes really clean code though. I really like it. Try shop. And again, like, I don't know, like some say there's some functionality you're wanting to kind of replicate or whatever, you know, obviously probably against the terms of service of the game to do stuff like that. Well, not really. Because that's how modding, that's how the modders are doing it. Where's it at? So right here, modding wiki. So you got IL-SPY, DN-SPY, or .peak for the decompiler. And really, in modding, you're going to basically patch a function and replicate bar for bar. This would be what your mod looks like, right? And then you have your base Unity plugin, and then you're overriding the awake method right here. Yeah, but they got a whole guide on it, so it's not really against the terms of service, considering, especially if you allow your game to be modded that way. It is what it is. Now, unmanaged code. Now, it's a little trickier, I believe, if you got like a C++ DLL, but it's all possible. You can reverse or decompile almost everything. You got enough time and patience, you can get to the guts of about damn near everything. I was going to send a video to what's his face. I've had several people ping me for the source code for the Parasite Eve project I did a while back. And then, where's it at? Hello, hello. See you're in chat.
What up, dude?
What's up?
I forgot I was in chat.
Yeah, I'm always like, I don't know, like if that one guy hopped on and chatted, like I'd probably drop out again. Always worried like some random people come in and start talking on stream.
Gonna have to start locking that, bro.
Yeah, I know. Well, I can dip in and out, but yeah.
You know, and then I walked into the house and Grandpa.
Yeah. Please no. Not on the stream. Yeah, made pretty good progress so far today. I'm basically getting to where I gotta do UI work, and I'm like, ugh, I gotta do UI work.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I am because I haven't sat down and learned Unity UI.
Well, so I did
in a way that I should be. I've just patch learn it.
Yeah. I usually use an asset and I just band-aid it to my needs.
And it just drives me nuts because I'm like, why does that look so big? Why is that not showing up? Where'd it go?
Well, I want a responsive one, and it has controller support and keyboard support out the gate. Like I don't want to have to roll that myself, so I want to find an asset that covers that, and I can work from that. I'm not trying to roll it all scratch.
Yeah, me either.
I'm
just doing what I need to do to get icons in the world space. I haven't even messed with like screens and like menu items and stuff yet.
So Unity's new modern UI toolkit is really great for screen space UIs, but if you want world space UIs, you're going to end up falling back on UGUID or whatever the old way.
Yeah, because the new one doesn't do it at all.
Nope. It's pretty cool though.
But yeah, it's just like I want it to show up on the monitor, not like 400 units above the thing. Oh wait, I have to scale it down to 0.01. Oh no, there it is.
Scaling too. I want to find a UI that has built-in scaling, just because like this is Elin actually has got a good example of this. Like this UI can be troublesome.
Oh yeah.
Then,
that kind of stuff would probably be best with that new Unity UI.
Yeah, well, I found an asset that does it, but like he has an auto scale thing. But like, yeah, I can definitely get kind of tiny. So
that's sweet. Get that 4K screen and knock it all the way down.
Yeah, I work on my 4K monitors now, and like at work, if I'm sharing my work laptop, everyone's like, I can't see nothing.
Yeah, that's how I am. It's like, okay, yay, I finally got this big ass screen. Wait, I can't see anything. All right, Windows, scale it 150%, and then I'm back to where I was.
Yeah, it's like, damn my eyes. I need to get LASIK. Well, again, yeah, I'm at probably 150.
Well, when I finally release this game and I'll make tens of dollars, I'm just gonna go in and be like, I need y'all to replace my lenses.
Yep.
Yank them out. I know I don't have cataracts, but I need you to pull them out anyway and hook me up.
What is it?
And I can have 2015 vision and no glasses.
I lost my prescription glasses, so I've got to wear these sunglasses because they're the only prescription lenses I got. I was on the East Coast. I think I left them on a restaurant table when I was out there for work. Yeah.
You don't use them all the time?
No, like
only when you
up
need
close.
To read?
Yeah, like on my phone, all good. Everything up close. And typically I don't do it for the monitors, but if I've got the monitors too close to me when I'm streaming, it just like flashbangs me and makes me all bright. So I've got them pushed back and the brightness down a little, and that's why I'm that's why I got my glasses on, so I can see a little bit. And that's especially if there's a white screen. Holy cow! And it's like a little nighttime. Like you'll just see me get flashbanged, and I don't ever see anyone else get it that bad. Like as a streamer or other streamers, like
You got your brightness maxed out and using the white mode?
No. That's why I got a black wallpaper. If I went to like a white, here, let me go with the white screen real quick.
You know, a few months ago, I played a game that had flashbangs in it. Instead of whiteout, they used black as the flashbang color. I felt like that was really good.
This is kind of white. But
Damn, dude, that's like you suntan in there.
yeah, see?
Like you don't even need to shut that window. You got plenty of light off that monitor.
That's why it's like it's a strategic decision. If I drop the brightness too much, it's annoying. I use dark IDEs when I'm streaming for sure, but
Oh my god, dude, that's crazy.
yeah, it's little things you got to think about. My mic should sound a lot better now. The last two streams, I had my little desk fan here.
Yeah,
I think I can get it in the view, but I had it going.
dude, that picks up everything.
Yeah,
that picks up like some kid dropping a penny down the road.
Well, I had my desk fan kind of pointing at me, and it was also hitting the Yeti, so it just made it sound like shit. Now I got it off. I got a fan underneath the desk pointed up at me.
It's got a bit of an echo to it, though. I'll tell you.
Does well? It's probably because I'm in the Discord.
The echo kind of thing, yeah.
Here, let me drop out of Discord and tell me if it's still bad. Yeah, I know. Like I don't know. I can never get it perfect. It drives me crazy. How about now? How's it sound now? I need to bring it up on my phone too with my earbuds. That's probably the best way to test it, actually. Because this is like, I don't know, it's just an ongoing battle to get your audio right. And should be a lot better than it was. If you watch like the last stream, it's not good. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Welcome to the Thunderdome. It is a little, still just kind of boxy. As long as I'm clear, like, I don't know, I don't know what I'm going to do about it. Like, I keep trying a million different things. Like, here's my current setup. The slick EQ was probably causing me a lot of pain too, but I just got noise suppression, expander, compressor, and limiter. I'll hop back in the Discord chat. Boing.
What up?
Take this out.
Yeah, even on the stream, it has like a little bit of a 10 at the top. It's almost like it's about to clip. I don't know how close you're showing to redlining, but
oh, that's probably hello. Oh, it is. Let me drop my gain.
I went away from the Yeti. I went to the Beacon because the Yeti was just so damn sensitive.
It is. It really is. Like, and I've just been trying a million different things. Hello. Yeah, I think I need to. I'm still seeing it touch the red. Is that better?
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
Okay. I had the gain up pretty high. Where is? Did you fix your pizza game? Or the whatever you broke?
I decided I didn't really need that feature at this moment.
Yeah.
So I backed all the code out. And,
not defeat.
It's like one of those things that every time I test it, it's like, I really want this placement point only to show up when I'm looking at it. And
oh, like a ghost preview or whatever?
Yeah, just to kind of show you where you can put things, because I just want it to look like an empty oven unless you're looking at it or something's on it. and I was trying to modify the wrong spotting code. So I'm like, you know what? We'll just back this up. And I was only doing that so I didn't have to work on my. I'm ready to make my ordering system in the menu, and it's different than the tutorial that I'm doing. So now I have to sit down and like
think through it.
actually think about how I'm going to architect that.
I gotta turn that UI off. Well, that shouldn't happen.
I'd be running from that naked guy too. Never fight a naked guy.
Yeah, they're, you just can't, you cannot account for a guy running around in his boxers.
That's right.
You never know what his day has been like.
That's why if somebody challenges me to fight, first thing I do is start taking my clothes off.
They will think, oh God, I need to get mental help.
Right. It's like, this guy has nothing to lose, literally.
He's going at it. It's so nice to have it this far along already, but I got some quirks to it.
That's why I like using assets, but on the other hand, sometimes I feel like I might have been able to just write the thing I'm trying to do faster than learning how to use somebody else's thing.
Yeah.
But that's really for smaller things. And it's just like, maybe I should just write my own.
So your character controller is probably, again, I don't really have need for a very complex character controller, but I like working with Invector or Malware when it comes to character controller, because I always end up needing some feature. Then it's like, oh shit, now I gotta roll it all myself.
Right. I'll probably end up using Malware's when I do my RPG, but for this one, I'm just using the stock controller from Unity and Code Monkey's very bare bones player controller.
Yeah.
That I just add to because literally, like, it came with all the functionality except for crouch, and I need to figure out that, which is going to basically amount to lowering the camera to a certain height. But
why do you need crouch? Oh, I guess you gotta drop stuff on the floor. Or
the bottom of my pizza oven, you can't see it to put pizzas in it, so you're gonna have to crouch down a little bit to get the rig cast to work properly.
Gotcha.
Or I might just remove the door on the model and fill it up with a bunch of pans and be like, until you earn $100,000 and buy a new oven, shit broke.
That's right. The crouch comes with a new oven model.
That's right. Crouch is going to be a DLC. The game's going to cost $20. The crouch is going to be $20. But yeah, that's looking good, dude.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Now I got the enemy. I've got where they do their attack when they get close. So I'm just going to have it check the ATB bar or if their turn is up, and that way. But again, I almost need them, if they're close, like them to kind of wander, and then once their turn is ready, then they come after you and try to melee. And then if it's ranged, whatever, where they're standing. But if they're waiting on their turn, they may just be they'll kind of circle you, or I don't know. I'm trying to think through how that's going to be.
You should give him a voice. Be like, come here. Get over here a little bit.
Listen here. These boxers aren't going to take themselves off.
Yeah, so my team at work, they're kind of like interested in my development of this game.
Oh yeah.
Especially since I worked for Pizza Hut for so long. And I might tell a story or two at work, maybe the same story about 100 times. It's something I inherited from my father. And one of the guys, I think, was trolling me, but he was totally serious. He's like, you should just have that guy who sits in the corner and doesn't really work and tells stories. And I'm like, I feel that. So I feel like you're calling me out.
That's what the director title's for, though. You got to tell stories of the old ways. How did we get to here? In the code base.
So I'm essentially going to be putting myself in the game, and he's going to show up in random corners and stuff and just talk, and there'll be certain triggers. Like somebody goes to play a video game, arcade cam, you'd be like, hey, you're not going to get the high score in that. You stay off of that one.
The cuck chair of development.
Right.
What is it? I kind of want to make myself an NPC in here, but I'm not doing any art direction, no level assets. I'm just going to hammer functionality till I'm going to try to keep the battle system very modular and isolated. And that way, when I go back into exploration.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do too. And I need to refactor my oven code a little bit because I'm doing visual manipulation as well as just general oven functionality in the same script, and I need to separate it, even though it's going to live on the same object, into two scripts to allow me to kind of like be flexible in the future.
So for my ATB slider bar, I was like, all right, I'm going to make it a scriptable object reference, and that way I don't have to reference the player character. But I couldn't get that to work, so I'm quick and dirty at the moment with that.
Right.
Malverse already has it there.
I don't know that you know it. I don't think cuck means that what you think it means.
Oh no, he knows. Me and Lavaca go back a little ways.
Oh Jesus Christ! I'm getting that on a T-shirt. I'm renaming my studio Cuck Chair.
Cuck Chair.
Game. Cuck Chair Interactive.
Come sit down. I got a story to tell. Or wait, I'm going to watch this story.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm going to hell for sure.
It's fine. It's fine. I got to take white.com off of my thing here. It doesn't feel right. Ooh, I've got one feature done. I'm now exhausted.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've only been streaming for 3 days.
Yeah, only 2 hours today.
You're supposed to be easing back into it, right?
The first day I went crazy hard.
Would you go like 9-10 hours?
Yep. And a lot of it was worth it, but yeah. And again, I'm so bad about the schedule. Like I'm not a person to be like beholden to a schedule or to set one.
Oh, Twitch isn't gonna like you.
I know. I just like to do it when I feel like doing it.
So just stream that to YouTube then, and then you carve up about 10 hours worth of stream into a bunch of shorts and drive everybody nuts, and then you do another stream a week later.
Yeah. I'm going to use an AI pipeline I build to create shorts.
What else is doing, but they're buying theirs.
Yeah. I don't want to. Oh, God. And I just get exhausted by the whole schedule idea, or I don't know, like the pressure of like thinking about coming or like having like, oh, sorry guys, I won't be on at this time.
The more like it's a job, the less I want to do it.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is kind of because
like Codex, like
if I can replace my job income, I'd be happy to. Get a schedule going, but it's like to get there. I don't want to do what it takes to get there.
And like I created for my project plan from the deep research, I had it create CSV so I could import all this cards and whatever. Yeah, I know. It's something you need to do to allow, if you really want to start building a community, you got to do it. But like this too, like right here, like I put all this in here, but oh God, I don't want to do this. I don't want to project plan or any tool like this involved in my non-professional life. It's like I got enough Jira in my life.
I finally broke down and created a Trello board for my game.
I like Codex for game project management because it's that's Codex. CODECKSI.io. has deep Discord integration, and then there's a Unity asset that you can actually drop your cards in your scene. So like,
Oh no shit. All right. I'm gonna have to look that up.
where is it?
Is that codecguide.com?
Codex.io. But see here, all the stories and all your stories are there in the
integration to bring the power of task management of Codex inside Unity.
All right.
Now, if I can stay in Unity and work them, cool.
Yeah.
But if I got to go out to another app,
You can visualize tasks directly in your scene.
Codex is free. This asset right here and for Unity is like $30.
Or open them in the Codex website.
All right, I'll have to look
Use
at that.
cases for scene notes could be
Trello, I know, and I mostly needed
exactly
I have a great idea. I need to write that down and pull out my phone, and I need to write that down in someplace I can actually find it later.
Yep.
And in general games where the 3D space matters.
If this will integrate into like, I can just tag stuff in Unity, that would be amazing.
Yep, because then it's like, I don't know. Again, I haven't bought this asset yet, but I will be implementing it if I do get deeper into the project side of it. Epics. Ugh. Well, Jira used to be Epics, and now it's features.
Well, that gives me everything I need though with the free account.
Yeah, it does. Codex covers a lot. And it's kind of gamified. So it's like you got their cards, you can put them in your hand. And like there's like value assigned to them and stuff. So like here I got 86 effort or points.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
I'm not going to be doing this like agile, like
no
sprint and shit. I'm just like, I need to be like my to-do, my brainstorm, my to-do.
What am I currently
working on?
Yep.
Done.
Yep. Like the next 5 things, like, well, I like the RimWorld, the developer of RimWorld, how he does it. He just has a big mega list and he orders it by priority and he works down it. And like if something's important, he moves it up. But he just, like it's very simple. Once he started to bring other people on for development, he's talking about, like introducing them to his system. I think it's just like an Excel or something.
Nice. Yeah, I watched one guy who's all like, I just have a big list and the priority is what do I feel like working on today?
Yeah.
Like, I make good money at my other job. This is a hobby.
Yep. Oh, 100%.
Fair enough.
100%.
I'm trying to flip it though. I'm trying to make myself a new job is what I'm trying to do.
Same here. Like, again, and I gotta let the scope creep. Gotta stay away from it.
Playing the lottery just ain't cutting it.
No, I didn't. Oh, the Powerball's like $1 billion right now.
Oh, dude, I'm playing that. Yeah, for sure. Tomorrow I'm buying a ticket. It's finally, it's so high that it would actually make a difference in my life.
Yeah.
The 100 millions, the 200 millions, those I still have to work.
What is it? The one time billionaires have to pay taxes is when they win $1 billion in the lottery.
Yeah, right.
You end up like 300 million instead of $1 billion.
He's trying to keep the man down. Okay.
Crazy. Like, wait, what if I take that put it into a trust fund and then all these hacks you hear about taxes?
Yeah, dude, I'll just like you put it somewhere, and then the way you make money on it is you put it somewhere, you put it in a bunch of stocks, and then you loan against the stocks. That's how you make your money.
Yeah.
And then it's like you get the interest deduction. The caveat though is you got to put that money you've loaned into like making more money to pay off your principal. But
yeah, no, I just want to one good hit, and then I'll retire.
Oh man, give me $5 million straight up after taxes. I'll be happy.
I'm getting closer and closer to the goose farmer stage of my engineering career. I just want to like disappear from society, not do shit.
Yeah. I want my new job to be whatever I feel like doing that day is what I want.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, it's kind of like that now. I'm constrained by rules and shit. Although maybe I wouldn't quit right away. Maybe I donate to where I work And then I just tell everybody what I really think. Are they really gonna fire a donor?
Yeah. Well, me, I wouldn't quit right away, but man, I wouldn't do a lot of tasks that I would probably take on normally.
Dude, I win that $1 billion lottery. I'm quitting the day that check clears.
Yeah. Well, yeah, billion, yeah. But like if I
I
hit,
ain't gonna tell
yeah,
anybody. I'm just gonna stop showing up, see how long they pay me.
right.
Pay my team to cover for me. Oh, Brian's working from home today. He wasn't feeling well.
That's right. It's not because he's in a Bugatti riding down the road, seaside.
Right. I have Teams on my phone, so everybody can still get a hold of me if they ask. Oh, I sprained my ankle. You know, playing horse polo. That's a nice little fight animation.
Yeah. It's crazy how quickly I integrated Malbers with this system. So like the stop movement, stop input, like,
Yeah.
and
Does
now
Malwares have an animation system too, or are you using something else?
it's using, yeah, it's got their own animation states or whatever, but it's still probably just the Unity mechanism or whatever in the background.
Okay. So you're not using a separate asset for the animations and stuff?
No, pretty sure it's character controllers. Let me see. I actually haven't got that far into Malverse, but it's got to be character controller, animator. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's cool.
Watch it be this crazy spaghetti one. Actually, he's done really well to keep it clean. Where is everything in here? States.
You have an idea for? I have an idea for a top-down game, and I bought a framework for that from a guy called More Mountains.
Oh, I love his stuff.
I do too. His stuff's pretty tight, but man, it's just a matter of sitting down and learning. And it's like, shit, I really don't need half the stuff he's got in here, though. It might just be faster for me to make my.
Nah, just learn it. Like Invector, I finally got past the hurdle with it, and then Malbers is me. This is me getting past the hurdle with it. And I think Malbers is architected better because it is using scriptable objects for references and stuff. So like you have, like the stats here are scriptable objects, and like it's like right here I can find the player transform.
First person too, or is it strictly third? I don't remember.
Strictly third, I believe. But you got the quadruped controllers, you got horse riding.
Yeah, well, that's the only reason I bought the Malware stuff was for animal stuff. And then when I started playing with that, I realized that the human controller was just as good as the animal stuff.
Yep. I
mean, it's all built on the same framework, so
that's why I think I'm going to switch primarily to maining Malbers versus, because Invector is where I spent most of my time, and I like Invector, but he was behind on the input system forever. And
Malbers is using the new input system, right? Not the input manager.
Yeah, it's the new input system. I think it has legacy support, but
so they probably have events and things like that you can leverage too. Versus
like the action maps are all set up and good to go. They got keyboard and controller. That's another thing, is better keyboard controller support out the box.
Yeah.
What the hell?
There was a controller asset that I wanted to get, because this asset, I can't remember the name of it. Oh my god, where's my but it like supported every hundreds and hundreds of specific controllers, all major platforms. The only problem with it is the Unity package is delivered as a DLL and not source code. And I'm like 100%, if I can't get in and fix something or tweak it, I am not playing it. I don't care how good it is.
Yeah, those are always kind of a pain. But
yeah, something goes wrong, you're stuck. You can't even patch it. You got to wait for them to get around to it, if they ever do. And
I think you can kind of partial out their shit, but yeah, it's a pain.
Yeah.
I always hate when they do that, man. It's just like, come on. I'll decompile it anyways and see what you're doing.
Right.
So
Yeah. I don't want you to steal my code. Well, I'm going to steal it anyway. Now I'm going to do it on purpose.
yeah, because I have had to decompile a vendor or like the PLC vendor code we use at work in the pharmacies that work with machines. We kept getting instability or drops. Like we'd miss handshakes from the PLC to my software, and like forever. Like this one machine is like 16 hours a week. You had to go down there. The support staff go down there and kind of kick the machine, get it going again. And then after I decompiled the vendor's DLL, I noticed that the transaction timeout value you pass in when you initialize it is completely ignored. It's always 250 milliseconds. So after I saw that, I was like, oh shit. So the fix was after I initialize it, I manually set that value, and now it took my transaction timeout, and the PLC stability went from next to nothing. Like you increase that real high, and they're like, man, we don't even have to touch that machine every week now. Like, I love it. Like, it was a huge win for stability across the entire pharmacies.
Nice.
But in the vendor, I emailed the vendors like, hey, you guys know about this? Like, yeah, it's fixed in 3.10. I was like, oh, so if we would just updated our shit, we would have been fine too.
So you couldn't sell them the solution is what you're telling me?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's like one of my decompile stories where it actually helped me solve something really major.
Well, sometimes you can't upgrade because of, reasons.
Yep. Well, yeah, we got a lot of legacy, hundreds of products that are used to kind of make everything work, and a lot of it's PLC driven. So yeah, it's a significant effort doing that upgrade, but it's got to be done someday. Although they've got like subs, like I don't know, like 10 like really fast PLC read and writes, like milliseconds, like 50, 100 millisecond read and writes when everything's perfect.
That's funny. When I worked at that college in Missouri before I got this job, we had there's a campus in Guantanamo that we ran, and it was a satellite connection shared with 2 other businesses, and it was a slow ass satellite connection. Our student information system would time out because wait times could be up to 1,000 milliseconds just waiting on the command from the user.
Oh damn!
It's like they're like, oh, this person must have dropped. No, they're just on a really shitty connection, so they had to do a bunch of customization to keep so the system wouldn't time it out after 1,000 milliseconds, because that's like forever.
And that's my thing. Like, if you have a timeout variable, and like I jacked up our transaction timeout to be like 5-10 seconds, because I'd rather have the machine when the network has a blip, I'd rather have it wait just a little longer and continue on instead of missing or crashing out.
Yep.
So that's just what it is.
I just found another level generation asset. I need to quit browsing this store.
Oh no, wait. I found one through my deep research recently that I think is probably going to be the end all be all that I'll use for integrating Melbers and Easy Grid Builder Pro 2.
Oh yeah, that's been on my.
This thing looks slick.
I listened to that little Gemini thing the other day. Well, actually, just this morning when I was mowing the yard.
Look, because it's even got like the cool, and this supports 2D, 3D, any kind of grid system or non-grid.
Yeah.
Like, it's so cool.
I need to play with it, and then I have that other one, Dungeon. I have about 500 of these, and they each do something really cool that the other ones don't do, and I'm like, oh, can't we just get this all in one go?
This one, I think, I haven't played with it yet, but I'm very excited because it looks really intuitive, and it supports every top-down, third-person, every camera setup, you would want to use. That's a big win here. And right here,
does this integrate into your game as well?
Yeah, so
just strictly a tool that you're using.
No, this would be in-game. So this is all in-game runtime. So what you're seeing is actually the game playing, not in the editor. So yeah, I think this is going to be the solution. Of all the ones I've seen, I've bought and tried, this one, oh man, it is freaking clean. Looks so good.
I'll have to take a look at that because I am going to have an end game building system. I just don't know how complex it's going to be because it's basically going to be like you can decorate your pizza place.
Yeah, don't go
But there
too
will be some very
crazy.
limited knocking walls down. But the biggest customization you can do is like moving things around.
Yeah.
And if this handles that out of the box, I might just.
Yeah, I think it's doing very nice.
Although I'm trying to limit the number of outside packages I actually bring in. Because my nightmare situation is they all start messing up, and that's a support nightmare.
Yeah. No, like I'm gonna keep Malvers on this, and I'm gonna just keep going without anything else. Maybe a UI asset.
Yeah.
UI asset, and then this grid thing, maybe. But again,
Dude, that is cool.
it
I
is
just never watched the full
slick.
video.
It is slick. It covers all the use cases I could think of.
Yeah.
Seems to be cleanly documented. Nice
And
inspectors.
I ended up buying More Mountains Feel. I'm definitely gonna put that in.
Yeah, that's fucking sweet for especially the feel.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked it so much that I have a couple of his actual frameworks that come with Feel, but it's integrated into that solution. So I ended up buying the standalone.
Yeah.
As well on a sale. It was like a summer sale because I want to just import that cleanly without decoupling it out of his other project.
Why is tomorrow got to go back to work day?
I don't know. I'm feeling COVID coming on.
I know. I'm ready for another lockdown.
Dude, right?
Please bring it back.
If I had been this far along during lockdown, I'd have came out of lockdown with a launched game. But instead I had started my journey because Game Dev TV. I was doing a bunch of Udemy stuff.
Yeah.
And then Game Dev TV had that Code Monkey thing. So I bought the Code Monkey thing while it was on sale. And I'm like, damn, these guys are pretty good. And then they had for $312 or something, they were selling lifetime memberships to their thing. And so I'm like, might as well. Now I have more tutorials than I'll ever be able to complete.
Yeah, I need to get that membership. Lavaca, I'm actually trying to build up my PTO so I can actually take an extended period of time off of work instead of using it. I have no willpower to like stack PTO. I'm just like, I don't, especially with the return to office, man. Like, I'll use that just to avoid going into the office.
Right.
Like,
Wait, you have an office?
Yeah. 3 days a week. 3 days a week. Well, yeah.
That sucks.
It does. But it's so not evenly applied. Like if you were 55 miles out or plus out, you still could be remote. But if you go,
you gotta move.
Well, if you move without telling them, it could be a termination thing and all that. Like it's dumb as fuck.
That's hilarious, dude.
I hate return to office. Because I get less done in the office. There's just so many people talking and stuff. Then go out to lunch and then you come back and
I didn't think I'd like it at all. Working from home, and then the pandemic I had better health. I had a cleaner house. I was way more productive. Working from home. Now, like I drive in, it's like, oh, I have time to think about like, oh man, I'm hungry. Oh look, McDonald's is right here.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, shit. When I was at home, I could roll out of bed 10 minutes before I had to clock in, and just get to work. And then I wasn't thinking about eating or any of this other shit. And
now I did enjoy being on the road away from everything. It was a nice break.
oh yeah, I'm sure.
Business trips are nice. But yeah, I need an office.
It's only nice while you're going somewhere cool.
Yeah. Delaware.
Hillbilly town, Kansas isn't going to be nearly as much fun.
No.
That's too much like where I grew up.
Ooh, I think I'm gonna go get some dinner. I am starving.
Yeah, I need to finish. In addition to my game, I'm writing an RPG book too that I need to wrap up and get out of.
Lavaca, I will be back on the East Coast towards the end of this month and in October. We have to connect. I was in Philly the other day, I took my dad and my son with me for a couple weeks, and we went to Philly. But yeah, dude, for sure. Yeah, we need to meet up. Get that crazy shitty pizza you guys showed me, or that you showed me. It looks terrible. It's just like a slice of, I don't even know what it was, man. It's like a block of bread with like a cheese slice on top. Where is that Philly pizza? It's just the worst thing.
Maybe I should include that in my game.
And it's like I don't think it's Philly. I think that's it. At Tuna Pizza. It's like it looks like a crime against humanity. And watch it be delivered. Yeah, that is crazy. That looks like a struggle meal.
That looks like toast, dude. It's like you toasted a piece of bread and just threw some crust on top.
It is a struggle meal for sure.
What is that? Mustard underneath the.
It's a created
that other yellow piece on the. I just tried to click that picture. I'm watching a damn stream.
Sicilian style crust. Yeah, no.
Dude, that's the worst Sicilian I've ever seen in my life.
I don't see any like seasonings throughout that crust.
Yeah, dude, that tastes like a white person right there.
Yeah. Like, oh man, I bet you it's probably good, but man, it don't look it.
I bet it's good at 3 a.m. when you just walked out of the bar.
Yeah. It's just like one slice. It's like slices of cheese.
People look better than that. Legit.
Actually, I'm gonna see where's directions.
All right, if you find that.
Oh wait, is there one in St. Louis? Wait, where's that at? No, that's not it.
That's crazy.
Altoona, Pennsylvania. Yeah, it is the wildest pizza I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't see that like doing a huge franchise across America at all.
No. It's not going to do numbers. Oh, I wonder if Dave Portnoy has reviewed the one bite pizza stuff.
Oh yeah. Damn, I need to get caught up on him. I haven't watched him forever.
What is it? Altoona Pizza, Dave Portnoy. Of course he's hit it.
Dave Portnoy from Barstool does the pizza review, and he was reviewing the pizza. What I thought was weird, it seemed like no one was in the restaurant, right? The owner had to have seen him. Then he goes outside in front.
Where is it?
There's a local guy here that makes a 36-inch pie.
What in the prison pizza party is this type of bullshit? Altoona Pizza?
That's like Walmart.
Altoona Pizza? Who's eating this? Where in the country are they making Altoona Pizza?
That's crazy.
Besides 7-Eleven. What is this? Someone explain this to me. This is unbelievable. What in the...
Oh, that's such a bad pizza. Yeah, I can imagine. I bet you. It just looks like you haven't bought groceries in a month and you're like trying to slap together a pizza.
Yeah, that's like you got bread, tomato sauce,
and sandwich cheese. Yeah.
Like the Walmart brand.
Yep.
That's like Jasmine Gold level pizza right there.
His pizza actually looks really good.
Oh my god, dude.
You can only pay for it in stolen copper. Your money's no good here. Come back after you ripped it out of the wall.
Yeah, right. For a slice, I need 3 feet of copper.
That's right. Clean too. I don't want no wire on. You gotta burn it first.
Yeah, you gotta strip it. I don't know, dude. That just like, it's like if I was hungry, I think I just like that. Actually makes me feel good about liking Casey's Pizza.
Oh yeah.
The
No, I'm a stand for Casey's Pizza all day long.
the you should watch a channel called the Fat Files. He did a thing on Casey's Pizza, or on Casey's actually, not just their pizza, and it's like a business kind of evaluation of how they came to be and how they were successful. It's actually a pretty damn good story.
Oh, I may have seen it, but he's talked about like they set up shop around the cities, right? And then they let the cities expand into them, and then they've already dominated the market. It's brilliant, actually, if you really think about it. It's really
for sure.
But I wish St. Louis had it deeper inside of St. Louis. I got to go about 30 minutes to get to a Casey's Pizza.
That sucks too, because their taco pizza is the best.
It is. The pepperoni is just a classic. That greasy, that cheese. Oh.
Yep.
I think I might go to Casey's. I've been good since I've been back. I've been eating carbs. I haven't been eating. I mean, I've been managing my shit. But man, it's hard.
Dude, here's the thing. Go get a Casey's taco pizza, scrape it into a bowl, and now you have a taco salad.
Yeah. Well, that's what I had a pizza earlier, and like I just scraped off the toppings and ate that. I ate like one slice, but it was a cauliflower pizza, so I could have ate it, but it's still a shitload of carbs.
Well, I just read an article, it's probably fake, that Chinese researchers have discovered a way to restore type 1 and 2 diabetes functions to people inflicted.
I will be the experimental guinea pig.
Right, 100%, dude. It's like okay, so it's human trials now.
So what, 5-10 years?
Maybe 8 years. And
well, if the vaccines can get fast tracked, please fast track that.
Keep in mind though, there's no money in solving it. Okay, no money in solving it.
Whatever. Big Pizza needs to get on that. They need to be lobbying. Because I want carbs back in my life. Spaghetti is my favorite meal. It's so hard, like cutting back all the carbs. It's
even the low carb spaghetti noodles, man. They're not low carb. They're just reduced carb. It's like
there's the noodles that come in a wet bag. They're like or sataki or noodles or whatever. Like those are truly low carb. I haven't nailed the preparation or the cooking of them. Like I did ramen with them recently.
Right.
It looks like it pretty damn. And spaghetti squash, come on now.
Right. There's only so much spaghetti squash you can eat. It's not.
Yeah, that's no. Yeah, it is
it's
not.
It's like tofurkey. Okay. Nobody just don't even taste like turkey. All right.
Yep.
Like, don't even press it into the shape of a turkey. You shouldn't even have turkey in the fucking name. It's like people's like, try this vegan cheese. Okay, number one, it's not fucking cheese. Okay, no. I think it's a good product. You need to call it something else. Cheese is already taken. Because I got some nut cheese for you. And
I bought a stand mixer, and I was gonna try to make like an almond flour. I don't know, like keto shit. I don't know. Like I'm on a quest to find something I can eat that's pizza adjacent and not make me depressed.
I did have a cauliflower crust that was actually a pretty good crust.
I have been drinking almond milk. Like the vanilla almond milk's good. The unsweetened, no. But my trick with almond milk is I get that sugar-free Hershey syrup, and it's chocolate almond milk.
Yeah, but doesn't the almond milk like have a bunch of sugar in it?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, it's low carb, no sugar. Well, not the. You can get it unsweetened, but I think the vanilla one I had didn't have a bunch of sugar.
I like the vanilla because it tastes like chocolate milk. I don't know why, but the almond mixed with the vanilla they use is
it's pretty good. Well, I got this fancy almond milk bottle that's unsweetened, and I was like, okay, maybe this is it. But the cheaper shit that's vanilla, it's better. So again, I'm making headway and taking my diet much more serious. On the East Coast, before I came back, holy cow, I was just anything and everything. I was going at it.
Yeah, my big thing is I graze a lot, so I've been trying to intermittent fast just to cut down my eating hours. And when I get stressed out, I drink soda, and that's like fucking killing me, literally. And it's like, work is not helping.
I've been
like-
on the zero, like A&W zero, whatever it is I think my new go-to. One, it doesn't have caffeine and it tastes good.
So I don't like any of the zero shit. Like the Coke Zero and Pepsi Zero are the closest to tasting like the actual product
Yeah.
that's out there, but like I can still taste the stevia and the aspartame. And I've been eating a lot of Greek yogurt
Mm-hmm.
mixed in with keto friendly like granola stuff that uses sugar alcohols and stuff, but it's masked pretty well inside of the yogurt. But I can't just sit and eat like it's just like it's too yeah.
I've been trying to find a keto bun bread that I like, but man, like every keto hamburger bun, like I try to go like eat 2 burgers or like get towards the end of that first one, I'm just like, ain't right.
Right. Yeah.
If you have one you like, let me know.
The keto tortillas, though, I was actually surprised at how not bad they were.
I do have those. I haven't tried them yet, but I've been getting on like the lettuce wrap. Like you take a head of iceberg lettuce and you cut off the bottom, and then you kind of take off the top
Right.
pieces, and you got a bowl
Yeah.
and you roll it, and then you put it in parchment, and it makes it easier to eat.
Yeah,
It
I try to
sucks.
cut the buns out, or I have like little sliders that. But I'm taking Ozempic as well, so like my actual like relationship to food has changed. Like I used to go for the 2 hamburgers or the double hamburgers, and now it's like I can barely eat one of the hamburgers I grill up because I'm full. I'm done.
I haven't pulled the trigger on any of those GLP ones yet, but I have noticed I don't eat. Yeah, like I can't. I have adjusted like my eating habits. Like I don't do the 2 burgers typically unless I haven't ate all day. But I've noticed I've somewhat cut back on urges and all that. But yeah, it's
really that's all you really need. And
yeah.
the good thing about the stuff I'm on though is like it lets me know how naughty I've been.
You react or like you yeah.
Yeah, because I tolerate it really well, even when I'm eating like carbs and stuff that I shouldn't be. But it'll catch up to me at 3 a.m. and it's like, oh yeah, I was bad today. Or there's times like I'm gonna eat this donut and I don't give a fuck. And
What is it? Now if I'm not good, I can feel it like or like I don't know my feet will burn or some shit like
yeah,
I'm like okay whatever fine. So now I'm
exercise,
being good. I'm being good and exercising and all that. I've lost a lot of weight. Like
yep.
I was around 280 at one point. Now I'm down to 230, 220 area.
Nice. I was at 240, 250. And within a few months of getting on Ozempic and changing my eating habits, I'm down to like 208, but I've plateaued. So I stopped working out for like 10 weeks. So now I'm doing weightlifting 3 days a week and cardio the other 2.5 days.
I got
I just got to stay on that train.
kettlebells right next to my desk I look at. I did use them last night.
I end up getting this. So back when Xbox One was a thing and they had the Kinect, they had a fitness app that used the Kinect that was the best freaking gamification of exercise I'd ever experienced. And it would basically like you're in the middle of a workout and it's like your friends at this exact spot did this. Or last time you did this many, whatever it is, right? And it's like, oh, it's like you just get into it. And um I did so much jumping in that on the cardio stuff that I jumped the distance of what's that tall ass mountain? Everybody goes and climbs.
Everest.
Yeah, it's like and would track stuff like that. And then it went away. So they moved into DVDs. So I bought their DVDs. Now I do their streaming. It's mostly on demand, and that keeps me engaged because they have 3 levels within the workout that you can instantly like, let's just say you picked, like, because it's like hard, medium, and low end. And if hard's too much for you that day, you can immediately transition to one of the other instructors and keep pace with the video with the program.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta find something that I can get into. Like, I don't know. Still not fully exercising as much as I should.
Yeah, that's the key right there, is like just getting into the habit of doing it. And then
Mhm.
I go on vacation and then I fall off the wagon for 10 weeks.
You know, it's only natural.
You know, it is, gotta go back to Missouri, see some fam, eat some bad shit at Shakespeare's Pizza.
Yeah, I mean, St. Louis is. I just got now. I think I want. Okay, man, I want Casey's now. We're talking about it.
There you go. Hit Casey's. Grab an Emo's on the way.
No, I hate St. Louis style food, man. St. Louis pizza
Dude,
is
I
the
love
worst.
Emo's Pizza, man. Next time I come to Missouri, I'm getting some of that Provel. I'm bringing Provel to the Rocky Mountains out here.
That shit should never be on a pizza. It's so bad.
It looks better than Altoona's pizza.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Oh
The
my God,
deluxe,
dude.
the only thing Emo's deluxe pizza is their saving grace. It's got like full strips of bacon on there.
Dude, right?
It's insane.
The next time I go back to hometown, I got to hit Pizza Works.
Oh man, I haven't been there. Yeah, they should still be open, and
Yeah, but they are only open like 4 hours a day.
yeah, that's all you need.
I know. There's only like 5 Pizza Works across the nation.
Oh, I thought that was just a Moberly, Missouri thing.
No, there's like, it used to be kind of a bigger thing, but I think last time I checked, there was like literally like 6 locations, and over half of them were in the wherever Pizza Works had started. I think it started out on the East Coast.
You got the lone survivor in the Midwest.
It's like Dog and Suds. There's like 3 restaurants that are still operating when, after they lost the Sonic Wars.
We lost a Burger King and Sonic near me. It's like, well, I have all the restaurants to close. What the hell?
Yeah. Cool.
All
All
right.
right, man. I gotta go pick some stuff up. You have a good day.
I gotta go get some dinner. Yeah. I'll talk to y'all later.
Yeah, later.
Later. Peace stream.